Hey dads, welcome back to the Fit Dad Club podcast. My name is Jason Barrett. I will not be joined by Travis Jones this week. He's a bit under the weather, so send him all of your good vibes and healing wishes and hope he gets better soon. The big thing I wanted to talk about this week was a relevant discussion that I've had with a number of my clients, and that is the power of not going backwards. And I've talked about this before, but I feel like it's time for a bit of a refresher and a time for everyone to get another dose of it. If you're got something like a holiday or you've got a period of time where work takes precedence and you're focusing really hard on that, and maybe your health and fitness slips a little bit in terms of maybe the routine that you're in, you don't get as many steps in as you normally would, you start eating a bit more shit, we all have those periods of time. No matter who you are, you have those times. You get sick, you get hit with COVID, and the only thing you can seem to stomach is original chips, right? So you smash a few bags of those, whatever the thing is, whatever your comfort food is. We all have a period of time where you are going down a route, you're going really well, and then, randomness happens, as I often say. There's a random thing that occurs and you don't get the result that you're looking for, or you fall off the bandwagon a little bit, or you drink a little bit, or you end up eating a little bit too much, whatever it is. We all have those times. But what we don't often appreciate is when bad things don't happen. We don't often appreciate when we hit those times and we still manage to keep our results. Let's say you go on holiday for 2 weeks, you come back, you're the same weight. Some people think that's a really bad, a really bad thing. It's like, oh shit, I haven't lost any weight this week. It's like, well, the last 2 weeks. Well, were you expecting to? You're on holiday, right? It's not like you were necessarily trying to lose weight during this. It's not like you were going really hard and doing everything that you needed to do in order to lose the weight. You were having fun. You were having a couple of drinks, you were having a couple of meals, you were doing that kind of stuff. And guess what? You did all that and a bad thing didn't happen. But we're so conditioned as a society to celebrate progress and to celebrate, oh, you moved forward. And which is why people will always clap you on the back for, having lost 10 kilos, 20 kilos, people will pat you on the back for that. But then, if you keep it off, no one's coming to me saying, Jace, are you still haven't regained that weight? Right? You're still maintaining your weight? Fuck yeah, good on you. Well done. Congratulations. That must have been so hard. No one's doing that. No one's continuing to praise bad things not happening, but we need to start to do it in ourselves. You need to start to focus on, given the scope of what's happened, right? I've had guys who have had, deaths in the family, and so they've had to fly out to funerals, and it's been all over the shop from an emotional standpoint. I've had guys who have been dealing with, holidays and work issues where they've been working 10, 12-hour days, and they haven't had the time to train as much as they would like. But they've got these big challenges that are coming up. And over the course of the week, they're like, oh, no, I'm really sorry. I haven't been able to do everything. But it's like, if we check the results, they haven't gone backwards. They've maintained essentially. And for most people, when they hit those times, they do go backwards. For most people, when they go on a holiday, it means they get, on the piss and they lie around and do fucking nothing. And then they go backwards in their health. If they go on holiday, they're eating, shitty food. They're kind of, they're indulging, they're doing whatever, but they're indulging in a reckless way, and they end up usually going backwards. If work gets stressful, we start ordering out. We start getting burgers and takeout on the way home because it's just easy and it's simple. But if you make small decisions that are a little bit different, you start ordering a chicken burger instead of a, fried chicken with fucking chips and a full sugar Coke. You start to make those better decisions. Guess what? You've still got a contingency plan in place that you're following, and you might not be following the full plan, but guess what? You at least managed to not go backwards, right? That's a huge result. Some people manage to progress in those times. That's okay. But while health and fitness isn't your main focus, at least you didn't go backwards, right? And the way that most people don't go backwards, and I guess the strategy for not going backwards, is having a contingency plan. Having a plan in place where if shit does hit the fan, and here's the thing, shit will hit the fan, right? I've told you this time and time and time again, shit will hit the fan. There will be life, and randomness will always happen, and shit will hit the fan at some point. So you have to ask yourself, what am I going to do when shit does hit the fan? What is my backup plan? What is my contingency for time? What is my contingency for money, right? That's one of the big things that we really need to focus on, is building that contingency plan, building that base case scenario for if you do go on holiday, or are you going to be eating at the buffet for breakfast? Okay, cool. If you're going to be eating at the buffet, maybe it means you don't eat out at a restaurant for one of the other meals. You have a big meal at breakfast, you have a big meal at dinner, right? What are the things that you end up doing to limit your calorie intake if that's one of your goals? Are you making sure you're going for at least one walk a day? That might be a contingency plan for you when you're on a holiday. Same thing if you're busy at work. You, again, like I said, if you have to order takeout, you have 3 pre-approved lists of things that you order from to, you're losing out on the time aspect. So you've got to make that time up. Usually it's ordering food. So because you don't have time to go home and cook, you just get something drive through on the way home. All of those things are relevant, but they don't have to be reasons why you go backwards. They don't have to be reasons why you slip up. They don't have to be reasons why you eat a fucking double cheeseburger meal with, extra chips, extra Coke, all the extra trimmings. It's like, you don't need to do that. But what you do need is to have a better way to deal with stress. You need to have a better way to deal with stress. You need to have a strategy where you feel stressed and your first resort isn't food. Because this is the thing for a lot of people. They either get stressed out, like at holidays, a different story. You're relaxed, you're doing whatever, like people enjoy themselves, enjoying yourself in more moderation is usually better for most people. But when it comes to work stress or family stress or life stress, a lot of people will turn to food to be the comfort, to be the escape. And so it's not even about, I can just order a better convenience option that fits my goals. It's, I really want the nachos instead of the healthier burrito bowl that's lower calorie. Or I really want the fried chicken instead of the grilled chicken, right? Like it's all those little decisions that just are there to take away that little bit of stress to make us go, but I really want this. That's going to make me feel better. But it doesn't actually make you feel better in the long run because all it does is mask the problem. So if you want to get better at having bad things not happen, at not going backwards, and number one, you've got to celebrate not going backwards. You've got to clap for yourself and go, cool, this was a stressful period and I didn't go backwards. I maintained my results, which is epic. That means that you can start to progress straight away. You don't have to retrace any ground. Number two, you need to have contingency plans in place. You need to know that shit's going to hit the fan. You need to know that it's going to get busy, that it's going to get hard, it's going to get hectic. And then you have to have a plan in place for when it does. You have to have a strategy in place for if it does, here's my minimum amount of effort that I can put in. That's what I'm going to resort to. And I'm not going to beat myself up for not getting in 3 gym sessions and tracking all my food. I'm just going to go, cool, I'm having this for breakfast, this for lunch, this for dinner, or I'm skipping breakfast and I'm just going to have lunch and dinner. And I'm going to have a bigger meal and it's going to be from grilled, or I'm going to get it from, Guzman and Gomez or whatever. And this is the meal that I'm getting. And that's just, it's the decision's made. So in the moment, you're not stressed out trying to make a decision. You already have a decision made. And number 3, you need to learn how to deal with stress better. You need to have better stress management techniques that don't involve drinking, that don't involve eating, that involve you actually working through the emotions, whether it's talking to someone, whether it is, for a lot of people, they cut out physical activity when they get stressed, whereas physical activity is the thing that's going to help them get unstressed, right? It might be going for a walk. It might be going for a run. Especially for men, you need to move your body to shake out emotions. If you're sitting on the couch and you're just numbing yourself with food and drink, you're not actually working through the emotions and the shit that's going on for you. So you need to move your fucking body. You need to get off your ass. You need to do some push-ups. You need to hit the boxing bag. You need to, do whatever it is that you can do to move your body to help you move through the emotions. So those are the keys to you not going backwards when times get stressful, when times get tough, and you need to celebrate that. You need to pat yourself on the back and go, I did this. I managed to keep staying where I'm at. You need to be proud of yourself for not going backwards, and because it gives you a much better platform for you to move forward. So quick little podcast for you all today. Hopefully you got some value out of it. If you are looking to become a fit dad, feel free to join the club. Go ahead to fit-dad.club and you can book in a call. We can have a conversation about where you're at. Check out the link in the description as well. We've got a new group where we're launching some daily workouts for everybody. If you want to access that, it's completely free. It's in the link in the description of wherever you're listening or watching to this podcast. And yeah, I hope you all have a great day and a great week ahead. And if you need anything, let us know. We're always here to support you. So till then, peace out. I'll see you all next week, hopefully with Trav. Send him some good wishes and I'll chat to you all then. Take care.